Go!
Mm-hmm.
Are we live?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Previously.
Didn't play. Hello?
It did.
It did.
It did play? Oh god. Let me reload my roll 20. Okay, anyways. What happened last time? Okay, so after fighting in an underground fighting ring, you were invited to a party. And upon arriving, Kaja saw the white-haired lady, and went to go follow her on her own. And then, while the rest of the party was mingling downstairs, Arvine caught up with some old friends. Kaja follows the white-haired lady, but she, manipulates the air around her, making it so that Kaja can't move, and starts doing her evil monologue, as villains do. And while she's doing this, she murders a guest downstairs by making the music go at a higher audio frequency and blowing her brains out, basically. And then the white-haired lady goes to make an escape. But Kaja was able to slightly catch up to her and grab her glove, revealing that she has the mark of Rava on her hand. Pippin says that he'll handle the murder and tells his guests to leave. You guys head to Ella's apartment, who offered a place to stay, as well as tickets to the pro-bending finals tomorrow. On the news, you find out that Pippin dumped the woman's body in the river, and the media is claiming that she drowned. In the morning, you head to Future Industries, where you meet Asami Sato. And she tells you, you request her help with the Southern Water Tribe, and in return, she gives you information on how to get to the spirit world, because to the left of the spirit wilds, there's less security. And she also lets you borrow a Satomobile, with the intention that you'll return it. Afterwards,
This episode.
Afterwards, you guys go out to eat something. You find the Yudhishthir twins you fought the day before, and you have a couple of drinks. And that's where we left off. Ella did tell you to meet her at a previous hangout spot of hers and Arvine's and the gang. But Haru and Kaja are both drunk right now. Táoqì, you're a bit tipsy. You've just finished eating, and you're coming out of the restaurant.
I can't believe everybody's drunk.
Oh, boys, where are we going now?
We'll hop in the mystery wagon. We gotta go.
Who is driving?
Me, Arvine.
Is that what we're calling it now? The mystery wagon?
For copyright, yes.
The hell's a copyright?
You know, that's a good question. God, are there copyrights in this one?
We're using the Avatar universe. I think it's
right
fair
copies.
to say you can say whatever you want.
Right copies.
Snappy snipe.
But Arvine, you know that the old hangout spot is called the Bronze Tiger. It's a lovely bar that you would frequent.
Awesome.
So you're all heading over there, I'm assuming.
If we can corral our drunk friends into the vehicle.
Can I get the seatbelt on?
That's where I'm driving to.
Get your seatbelts on. Be safe. All right. So, you get
Oh
to the
no,
bronze.
there's roadblocks set up.
You get to the bronze tiger. Ella's waiting outside, and beside her is Steve. You don't see Jim though, but they're waiting for you.
Well, at least Steve's taken care of. Hey guys, what's up? Let me just park this beast. We'll be right there.
Since when did you get a automobile?
Oh, you don't have
I
one?
don't
Okay.
know.
No, we'll be right in. We'll tell you about it.
She looks at you with her mouth open.
I blow her a kiss. Just the inside love.
Steve kind of takes your arm before you head inside and is like, "Oh, Jim stayed home. He's feeling a little sick. But we should probably just go straight over there. I don't think we have enough time, right, Ella?" And Ella looks at her watch and is like, "Yeah, we should we should get going."
But it's been like a year since I've hit the spot. Shit. All right.
And
the
it's
tiger
been a
can
year
wait.
since the pro bending finals. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. All right, hop in. We've got plenty of room.
Oh, all right. And she takes keys out of her pocket and she locks her car, which is considerably less fancy than your automobile. And then she gets in. Steve kind of takes a minute. He's like staring at the crosswalk, and then he's like, "Oh, that's right." And he gets in the car.
So, for a visual reference for me, are we basically driving like the Batmobile but with more seating?
It's like a van.
Okay.
Huh.
Love that.
It's
Okay.
not. It's not
Like a fleet van.
It's not a creeper van, but
Okay.
it's like a soccer mom van.
Oh, it's
Oh.
a minivan.
Oh hell
Mhm.
yeah! No, I'm on board. Okay, I'm back in. Let's go.
Everybody seatbelts on. It proceeds to drive like a fucking maniac.
Ella sees Rainbow and is like, dogs aren't allowed at the arena, right?
Good thing we don't have a dog. We have another friend.
Ah.
Rainbow, don't let her tell you how to live your life, sweetie.
That dog isn't gonna get past security.
Are there any pet sitting jobs we could find in the meantime? Do you know of?
I don't know anyone, Steve. Never mind.
Make a posting on Greg's list.
She kind of thinks for a second. I guess.
So, would I know how long it would take to get back to wherever Jim is staying?
Yes, you would. It's like a little out of the way, but you could head over there.
All right. Well, Jim will take care of it, won't he? Won't he? Please say yes.
Maybe. You'll have to ask when we get there.
Okay.
Jim handles the dog. We'll just
just
skip that.
Yeah, I don't trust any strangers with our rainbow.
You get there, Jim sees the dog, he starts crying a little bit, takes the dog. He's like, "Yeah, I'll take care of it." Alright, so you head over to the arena, which is labeled on the map. You guys haven't been in the touristy area at night. You were in the industrial area, but the touristy area in the middle aisles is very beautiful. There's a lot of city lights. There's a lot of music coming from bars, and it's very like Times Square-esque. When you get to the arena, it takes a a hot minute to find parking, but you find it eventually. There's a large crowd gathered at the ticket gates, and you can see the stress at the employees' faces. The arena itself is one of the largest buildings in terms of width, not height. But Ella kind of motions for you all to follow her, and she takes a side route, kind of going past the ticket gates and going to the right of the arena in an alley. And there's a security guard there, and she pulls out what looks like a card from her pocket and hands it to the security guard. He takes it and swipes his hand over it. And when he does that, it reveals the fire ferret symbol on it. And he nods, takes the card, and swipes it at the door, which opens to another security guard who says, "Welcome. I'll direct you to the player's box."
Oh, why, thank you.
And the security guard hands the card back to Ella, who kind of cockily takes it. Even though it's not her first time doing this, it's still cool.
Damn bitch, you've been holding out on me for how long?
So the security guard walks you through. When you step inside, there's like a railing, and you get to see over it into the middle of the arena, and you get a view of all of the stands, and there's not a lot of people in them quite yet, but you do see the where the players are getting ready, sort of off to the side. There's the smell of popcorn as soon as you walk in, and sure enough, when you look to your right, there's some concession stands and people are lining up. And then the security guard starts to walk you through, and you kind of pass by a lot of very different types of people from all classes are gathered here today. And he takes you over to a door that says Alex on top, takes the card back from Ella, swipes it, and then lets you guys step inside. In this room, it's kind of like if you've ever been to a baseball game, it's kind of like those player boxes. It's a room, but there's the open like side where you can look over and see the arena.
Like a dugout.
And
Okay.
yeah, and there's snacks off to the side. There's a sign saying everything's free, go ahead. There's also a man, an older looking black man sitting. He doesn't even bat an eyelash at you guys entering, a bunch of strangers. It seems like this is a general occurrence. But he's there looking. And
I give him a nod, just so.
he waves. He seems like a very kind gentleman. He has a nice smile on his face.
How is he dressed? Does he work here?
He has he has a suit on, but it looks kind of worn, like it's like that one suit that you wear to fancy events. But no, he doesn't work here. He's sitting at the chairs that are set up there. And Steve is going to run for the snack and start shoving his face. Ella is gonna go over to the kind gentleman and be like, "Hey, how's it going? I brought some more friends."
Hey, Ella,
And
Who's the suit?
can I join Steve?
you can.
Yes.
Ella goes, "Oh, this is Alex's dad."
Oh. Hey, what's up, Mr. Alex's dad? And I join Steve.
he waves. Um, if you are looking out towards the arena, you can see that people are starting to file in. It's getting close to the time. Um, you have a direct view of the enemy's box, but the players that you're rooting for are right underneath you, so you can't really see them. But you do get a look at the Lion Vulture team, and they look pretty impressive. There's three gals getting ready, warming up.
They're pretty impressive. Can we make out what
Can
kind
we
of
make out?
Full
I
stop,
mean-
Rocky.
what their strengths are?
Can we what?
Can we like measure them up essentially?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Yeah, they're about 6 foot.
They're a bit far away, so it's hard to get a look at them. But there seems to be a very like large, beefy woman, while the
Mhm.
rest are more slim. But you can't really tell anything besides that.
A beefy woman, you say? I see
Yes,
someone's coming for my shtick.
A beefy woman. um,
So
Alex's dad is going to walk over and introduce himself. He's gonna go, "Hello, my name is Eli. Ella told you I'm Alex's dad. Are you guys also friends of Alex's, or?"
Well, I would see us more as prospective friends.
Right.
friends in waiting.
It's
Yeah.
totally okay. Ella brings a lot of people in here. Alex also brings a lot of people in here. They tend to make a lot of friends.
Yeah, I know. Ella's always been that way.
So are you here often, Eli?
You
Oh no, this is my first time in the arena. This is Alex's first finals. It's
Oh,
really
really?
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, that must be.
We didn't come from much, but I'm really proud of him.
You should be. Do you know who he's up against?
The Lion Vultures, you don't know them? They've been pretty up and coming. They won last year.
I'll be honest, I don't even know
Oh.
what pro bending is.
You're not from around here?
Sure not.
That makes sense. Pro bending is all Alex has ever wanted to do in life. So it's funny to meet people who've never heard of it.
Is anybody gonna elaborate what's gonna go on here? Or am I just waiting to see what happens?
Well, they're gonna bend stuff, but like
Professionally.
professionally.
Okay, gotcha. Jackass.
They're gonna jump around a lot. They're gonna be really quick and awesome. You're gonna love it. Trust me. It's great. It's great shit.
Ella walks over and is like, "If you wanna, I can give you the rules."
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's teams of 3, consisting of a waterbender or a firebender. But the firebender can be switched out with an airbender. That's a no rule. Anyways, there's 2 rounds, and the goal is basically to push back the enemy team. There's 3 sections. You start right facing next to each other, and as you push back and they step over the line, you can advance and get a point. If you knock them all into the water, then you win the round. And if you tie, then it goes to a tiebreaker match, meaning that the teams decide which element goes against each other. For example, if the fire ferrets win the coin toss and they say, "Oh, we're choosing water bending," then the water benders go head to head.
Sounds like King of the Hill with extra steps.
Yes,
Yeah.
basically. And
All
also
right,
a
I'm
little
down.
more dangerous.
My eyes glint. The mention of dangerous. Just like, alright, I'm in.
Do
Ella-
people? Yeah.
Ella's been eating popcorn the entire time that she's talking.
Just
Do
spewing
people-
out little bits of popcorn.
Yeah.
Do people ever get seriously hurt during these?
Oh, for sure.
What would be the point if they didn't?
Uh, gentlemanly sport.
Oh, you've come to the wrong city if you want gentlemanly sports.
Sweats.
That's more of an airbending thing. And she looks at Arvine.
I mean, hey, I'm an airbender, but like, I'm not that. I
I'm
do a
just
whole
teasing.
big-
I'm just teasing. And she goes to sit down.
I
And
gotta
when
fuck.
she sits down, you hear the announcer come on, and he starts announcing the players. The lights kind of dim slightly, and there's spotlights onto the middle of the arena, and the two teams start rising from their platforms and onto the main stage. He starts introducing the players, going the Fire Ferrets, led by Alex, their firebender, along with Hope, an earthbender, and Coda, their waterbender. And as he says this, the light shines on each of the players, and you get a look at Alex, who you're supposed to be rooting for here.
Yeah, Arvine's going nuts right now.
On the opposing side, we have the Laogai Lion Vultures, an all-female team consisting of Zelen and Yukon, their earthbender and waterbender respectively, as well as Lyra, an airbender. Now, if you folks at home aren't aware, airbending was added to the pro bending scene 10 years ago as a possible replacement for the firebender. But this is the first instance a team with an airbender has made it to the finals. And he says it, and the lights shine on each of the players, and you get a better look at each of them now that you can see them. Yukon and Lyra, the waterbender and the airbender, are the two slimmer bodies that you saw earlier, Táoqì.
Mm-hmm.
Lyra, she's your typical airbender, got the brown hair, blue eyes. She's sporting her uniform of the lion vultures, but it has the little airbender symbol. And then you have Zelen, who's the earthbender. That was the beefy woman, and she is beefy. Like a tank, and very
Corn-fed
large compared
Kansas
to the
beef.
fire ferret earthbender, who is a small girl. The announcer starts blabbing on about the show and what to expect, and both teams are kind of looking at each other, and then he goes, now that both our teams are ready, it's time for the match to begin. And you hear a commencing bell sound, and as soon as that hits, the teams go at it.
Oh shit.
Now who's watching
I am
intently?
watching intently.
Okay.
I'm
I want to
watching.
see people hurt each other.
Two.
Okay.
Arvine is trying to keep eating this cookie, but it gets hard because crumbs keep flying out of his mouth every time something really fucking awesome happens. It's great.
So for this first round, it seems like the Lion Vultures have the edge. They have a quick start and push back the Fire Ferrets to the last line, and it takes a minute of them defending for their life. Hope, the Earthbender, gets a really good hit on Lyra and pushes her back, but as she does that, Yukon knocks out two of her teammates as Alex and Coda just fall into the water.
Oh.
So it's just Hope alone on the last ring, and she's desperately trying to keep up a fight, and she's doing a pretty good job considering how small she is, but eventually she goes down, and that's the end of the round.
You gotta have faith, Hope.
Hope, sis.
We only have Hope now. The fire ferrets, they come back. They're all wet. Alex, though, they have a smile on their face, and they're looking up at the crowd, and they're trying to hype it up, and they point towards the box and kind of do like a wink.
Oh,
Arvine truly embodies the picture in Discord whenever that happens.
Foaming at the mouth.
Yeah. So on and so forth.
The second round begins. This time, the fire ferrets have a little bit of an edge as they bring them to the second ring. But again, Yakone, the waterbender, bashes to the enemies to the third ring, and Alex is left alone. But thanks to Alex's incredible skills, they are able to knock out one of the lion vultures, goes into the water, and their teammates are able to advance forward and help get rid of the other two. So the fire ferrets win the second round. And that is when the announcer comes on voice, says they're gonna have a 15-minute intermission if you want to get snacks and whatnot. And as he says this, he says, we also have some special guests here at the arena for the finals tonight. And he starts naming some celebrities in the crowd. He says, Bolin, the famous mover star and previous Fire Ferret champion, is here tonight. And a spotlight goes into the crowd, and you see an older gentleman stand up and wave towards the crowd with both of his hands, kind of shouting a little bit, going, yeah! And
I have your rookie card.
I love Bolin.
And then the announcer moves on and says, we also have the Spirit Tech CEO here tonight. And there's a bit of a mixed reaction from the crowd. You hear some cheers and some claps, but there's also some boos. The announcer kind of goes into a spiel that's clearly like a paid for advertisement, saying like, oh, Spirit Tech is a wonderful company. They're even running the arena that you're in tonight. And it's very clearly an ad. But he ends it with, it's a pleasure having you tonight, Mr. Renzen J.
What a name.
And let me show you all, even though you know what he looks like already.
does he have a shirt?
He has a shirt.
No, he's just shirtless. He's wearing nothing but a loincloth.
And then he goes and says, well, I think that's... wait just one moment. And the spotlight shines into the middle of where the teams were fighting. And you see this sort of shimmer of something like green and blue, and then you see the formation of a humanoid, but it's like they're glowing. And it's like they're glowing, and when you get a closer look, they look very much like the spirits, the good ones. And the announcer goes on and says, Oh, Madam President, I wasn't aware that you were going to make an appearance tonight. And you all see this lovely lady in a spiritual form.
Oh, like Janora did?
Mm-hmm. And she speaks without a mic, yet her voice booms across the arena, saying, "I'm sorry I couldn't be there for the finals tonight as I'm currently meeting with the Fire Nation, but I wanted to take the time to say hello and give a good luck to both teams. I hope that everyone visiting Republic City for the finals is having a good time. I am President Geneva, President of Republic City. I hope you enjoy your time here." And then the spirit fades away. And this is when I do the whisper time.
Oh shit.
What? With who?
Yeah, hello. Okay, so when the announcer was doing his rounds of celebrities, and he gets to the Spirit Tech CEO, you get this, you see the man stand up as the spotlight shines on him, and you have this sense of familiarity, but you can't quite put a finger on it until the announcer says, "It's a pleasure having you tonight, Mr. Renzen J." And it hits you. J is your last name. And we go back.
Teep.
All right.
Anyways, that wraps up our presentation on D&D Beyond.
All right. So, the match picks up again and they tie, meaning that there's a coin toss. Someone comes up to the stage and they toss the coin and the fire ferrets win it. And you see the teams kind of go off into their little huddles trying to decide what their game plan is, and the fire ferrets, they're there for like a second before Alex puts their hands up and then goes to the center of the ring and says, "I got this." So the fire ferrets officially choose firebending / airbending as the element that they choose, meaning that Alex is going to be going against Lyra. And the crowd is going wild because this match is a home team against the first team to have an airbender in the finals. So it's a pretty big deal and everybody's losing their collective shit. And the Alex and Lyra get in to the middle first ring and the platform elevates slightly, indicating that the fight is starting. You hear the dong and Lyra pushes Alex almost off of it, and Alex is like teetering on the edge before gaining their balance and going back and attacking, and it is very back and forth, and it lasts for so long, longer than any other match between two people. And eventually you see Lyra go for a punch, but Alex ducks down and swipes at the feet, making Lyra lose her balance, and then Alex punches Lyra off of the stage, and you hear the crowd erupt in cheers, and Alex standing there waving towards the crowd and screaming, and the fire ferrets, as the platform lowers, the fire ferrets rush over to give them a hug.
Arvine's gonna try and start a yeet chant. Just from the crowds.
If any of you look to your side, you'll see Alex's dad is crying. They've been in hysterics this whole time.
Oh. Can I join him in the crying?
Yeah, the dad is crying tears.
Like Haru just comes over and they're like crying together now.
But that concludes the match, and you start seeing people kind of going away, but there's a lot of people staying just from like the feeling of victory going across the arena, and everybody's just really happy and excited that a team has won, no matter what team it is. You see Lyra walking over, and they shake hands, and then they make their merry way back to the dugout. Alex's dad is still crying. Steve has been in the bathroom for the final 5 minutes, so when he comes back, he says, "What did I miss?" And then he sees that it's over and goes, "No!"
It's okay. It was just awesome.
Was it worth it?
I recant the story of our local hero Alex yeeting this woman off the edge.
Eventually, Alex makes their way over to their player box. And the door opens very dramatically, and Alex steps inside and says, "Ella!" and then walks over to their dad to give him a hug because he's still crying. And Alex starts like jiggling a bag around, saying, "Look what I've won."
More snacks?
No. Oh, so who are all of you?
Oh, the thing. Congrats. That was awesome.
Thank you. And he doesn't care who you are anymore.
By the way, Arvine, how's it going?
Alex, I'm sure you guys are friends of Ella. Ella, you didn't tell me you had more friends. And she goes, they're friends, yeah.
I just want to say to Alex, me and your dad are so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was impressive work in there. I never realized how intense these matches got. I'm Táoqì, by the
Oh.
way.
They're really intense. It's nice to meet you, Táoqì. Kaja is sitting in the corner and just kind of nods. And and Alex goes, and you too. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And he looks at Aki.
Huh? And I'm just sitting there, confused look on my face.
Nice to meet you too. Well, who's up for some celebrating?
All the time. Let's go.
All right, and they pull into their bag. They take out a couple of coins and bills and put them into their pocket, and they hand the rest of the money to their dad. And now that they're next to each other, you can see that there is no physical resemblance whatsoever between the two of them.
No.
And Alex hugs their dad again and says, "All right, party people, let's get the show on the road," and walks out, expecting you to follow them.
Hell yes, we're going.
And Ella walks up and says, so where are we going first?" And Alex says, "Well, firstly, I gotta spend this money on a dragon. I've been waiting for forever to do this." And now I finally have enough money to do so. And as they walk out, 5 security guards come and surround them because you see at your right and at your left there are a bunch of fangirls rushing towards you.
Oh.
People are gonna start screaming. There's some photographers there taking pictures. Alex starts waving, and they pull some of you in. They pull Arvine in. They smile.
Arvine is thinking this is mostly for him, and he is offering to sign autographs. Oh, absolutely. Who's this to? And here you go.
But eventually you make your way to the back of the building and exit, and the security guards kind of leave you alone. And Alex kind of look at you all and says, "Well, are you guys? If you're not doing anything, I'm gonna go spend this money, and then maybe we could do something afterwards."
That sounds like a great idea. Could always use more friends.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Yeah.
And you start walking through the night city, heading towards Bossing Say Fashion Mall, but going a little towards the left. You heading in this direction basically is where they where you buy dragons and large animals.
Snaggins.
As they take you through the streets, they're kind of acting as like a tour guide, pointing towards things, saying, "Oh, here's where I had my first kiss. Here's where I held a girl's hand," and nothing. Not saying like, "Oh, here's Avatar Korra part." No, just things relating to Alex. And they're walking you through. Eventually, you make your way past the nightlife of Republic City and into the quieter areas, and you're going through alleyways, trying to make your way through. It's late at night, so it's a little hard to see. And Alex does a little fireball for light and kind of guides you through one of the alleys and says, "Don't worry, this is where I go all the time." But what's the marching order here? Are you guys all side by side? Though the roads are big enough if you wanted to be.
Arvine would probably be up front because he's an eager dumbass.
Haru would also be up front,
I'd probably be behind.
at least right now.
Okay. I'll say Kaja's
I was
behind
just
as
wherever
well.
I don't know, naturally ended up while being deep in contemplation.
Okay, so you make your way through.
Stop
It
that
gets
noise! I don't like that.
It gets a little quieter as Alex runs out of things to say. But eventually, when you're walking, you start hearing like something's following you. And everyone go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm doing self-imposed disadvantage.
Oh, Kaja.
Perception. Oh.
Haru is
Haru.
alert.
You turn around and see before everybody else who's been following you. And when you do that, everyone else hears a Sally?
What?
And it's sort of
What?
muffled. And Haru, you see Dio across the way.
What?
was I.
D-
D.
Dio?
And Dio, you can see that he is crying, he's injured, and he's been like kind of waddling over to you. His eyes, as he gets closer, are normal. You don't see any indication of what you saw before.
Oh, hey, how's it going, bud? Who are you? I'm Arvine. Good to meet you. What happened? He's just constant stream of thought. From resident dumbass Arvine.
Do you want to take over?
I'm sorry, Arvine just made me fucking lose my mind. I need help, please.
Well, what's wrong? As Haru like pushes past Kaja and goes up to Dio.
They're just. I've done so many things that I need you guys to help me, please.
What do you need us to do?
Just help.
And as he says that, you see his eyes flicker and he yells out in pain and leans forward so you can't see his face. And then when he stands up straight again, you see that he is now possessed once again. He lunges towards Arvine,
Oh, joy.
grabs his arm, and snaps it.
Oh,
And now I need you all to roll initiative.
Hold on. Can I get a dex save for that? Because he would definitely he was. Can I get a dex save for that? 'Cause
He's
he would take
approaching
away.
menacingly.
Sure. I'll say that it's happened very quickly, so it'll be a hard dex save.
Okay.
where's my Haru?
Yeah, your arm is still broken. Dio is now in avatar mode and he just lunged forward. Anyways,
That's what you wanted, right?
yes.
Should I also roll initiative?
Yes.
Oh no.
Should I toggle off of the TM?
Oh, this is so fun. Okay.
Can't
Oh,
believe-
Haru.
I can't believe it's TPK time already.
Oh, let me roll for Kaja. I forgot about her.
Oh, sis.
Kaja?
Oh,
Are you
girl.
Kaja?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot she's a swashbuckler.
She's a swashbuckler.
Where's the dark Dio roll?
You can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
On
Oh,
my
as soon
roll.
as Arvine's
I mean,
arm
you
is
can
snapped,
make
he
these
just,
public if you want.
Yeah, I just never toggled it off. I'm so sorry.
So sorry about your arm there, Arvine.
Haru! Please!
Control your man, Haru.
Just ah!
Kaja is gonna step forward and attack with her cutlass, which misses, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it does not hit.
Okay. She's gonna attack again with her dagger. That does hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of numbers.
Oh,
That is a lot of numbers. And then she's gonna run away.
I was
31.
That's 31 damage. God damn.
Mhm.
Sis.
Sinister.
I can't see. I cannot see. There we go. Alright.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
then
how
it's
much
now
damage did I
Dark
take?
Dio's turn.
Hi.
Dio, roll attack to see how much.
I can be
damage I-
your devil or your
Just do a regular punch.
I only have fire punch.
Yeah, do that. And then roll your damage. 8. Alright. But it is now your turn, Dio.
That's me. I'm Dark Dio. Welcome.
Don't like
Welcome
that.
to my nightmare.
Hate this.
Ooh. What do I want to do to them first?
Go
Who would-
fucking wild. I'm
know-
giving you permission to kill them. Do it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use Fist of Unbroken Air.
Okay.
Do you want me to show that so you can read it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But on who?
And I'm gonna do it on my homeboy Arvine.
Okay. You gotta make a strength saving throw,
Okay.
which fails. I'm pretty sure. What's your
Yep.
DC?
It's
Dio.
not 11.
Dark Dio.
Mm,
But you can roll for damage.
the creature takes. Okay. Where did you take me? What are you doing?
I was just looking. Sorry. All right.
Wow.
Cool.
That
And
could have
then
been way worse.
I'm gonna water whip his ass back to me.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh. Jeez.
Using what water?
There's gotta
You
be
know,
water
we're-
somewhere.
We're in
You're
a city. There's
you're in a
sewers.
city,
maybe.
there are sewers.
Oh, he's getting whipped with sewer water.
Dio has a pouch of water.
I have a
This
pouch of water.
Yep.
Oh, I should roll for damage for that, huh?
Probably should.
Excuse me.
Oh, Arvine, I'm so fucking not
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, Arvine's gone.
Your DC is 16, by the way. Doesn't say it, but it is.
Okay.
It was a fun fight, guys.
you guys all in hell.
And
Oh.
let's see. I can do one more thing, but what exactly?
You can.
Oh hell yeah, baby.
You could do a bonus action. You still have that, yeah.
Wait, then what was water whip then? That.
Monk
well,
key point bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a bonus action.
Monks get to attacks
Yeah, but
when they reach a certain level.
but
and
elemental monks, according to the book, they have those are like a spell adjacent. So it says you can basically cast the spell for 2 key points as a bonus action. Because it's not an attack, it's just
I see.
Okay.
Okay, well then I'm gonna walk away. But where?
Where the oh, there's Arvine.
Let's go over there. Hey gamers.
Oh. Wait. Oh. Do I get an attack for that?
You do, yes.
Okay. I don't like this, but I must. And I miss.
Yeah, that misses.
Hit or miss, Haru.
Arvine, I need a death saving throw.
Yep. Here we go.
Alright. Táoqì, it is now your turn.
Oh, whoa. Let's see. I'm
Oh man.
just gonna move right here.
Come back, Táoqì. Where are you going?
As I just saw my friend just got fucking ripped his arm off. I'm throw a crystal from a safe distance.
Are you sure that's a safe distance?
You know what? It's good enough.
Let's see. That misses.
Oh,
It sure does.
Mm.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's now Alex's turn. Who's gonna say, "Oh shit," and then is gonna cast healing ward on Arvine there.
Oh shit! What?
Word or ward?
Ward, and you get 11 HP.
Is my arm fixed?
It is not.
It's floppy like
You-
Harry Potter.
You get 11 HP, and then they're gonna book it backwards, and then toss a fire blast in Dio's direction, which surprisingly hits,
Oh.
just barely, but it hit.
Pop off, Alex.
How much damage?
9. And they're just going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, as they're running.
Fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh my god, oh fuck.
Where's my guards? And it is now Aki's turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna step forward there. And I'm just gonna fucking scream. I'm raging.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Arvine's fucking arm!
My chair's falling. My chair. Not in this moment, please. And I'm going to Fireblade.
Okay.
That certainly doesn't hit.
Gives you a little circle of fire. Now is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I didn't walk close enough to do the other thing, so.
Okay. Haru, it's your turn.
It is.
Yes.
So I just have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use 2 spells if one's an action and one's a bonus action?
Yeah.
Or is it like the ones that use spell slots?
Yes, you just have to use whatever requirement.
Okay.
You spell. Like if they both have spell slots, then they both use a spell slot.
Okay, just making sure. In that case, I'm gonna walk over to Arvine
Oh, thank God.
and use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Let me get the amulet first.
Is the amulet just like a modifier that you can click?
Yeah.
Oh hey, Kaja.
Hey.
Hey, sis.
Arvine-
Just kicking your
Hey.
asses.
Dio's kicking our asses. You're the
Dio.
first person to land a blow on him, and you did 31 damage.
You
Oh.
sure did.
You
I
sure
was
did.
very.
That's
Oh,
me.
you can re-roll that healing.
Coming in.
The one?
Yeah, it's a 1d4. Just re-roll.
Theosis, what you doing?
Having a bad.
He walked up to us in an alleyway,
Alright.
crying, and then said, "I need help." And then he screamed, and now he's Dark Dio.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I want to use spiritual
Arvine
weapon.
was nothing but nice and was
And
knocked
got his
out,
arm
and his
broken.
arm is broken before he even had a
So-
chance to go.
So-
Here we go.
I don't know if it means the summoning range of spiritual weapon is 60 feet.
Yeah.
Or it could
Yeah.
move. Oh,
It is
then the
60.
weapon's gonna summon like right here by Dio. And we're just gonna make it look like a scythe.
A boop.
Oh, hello.
There's your weapon.
With that good healing, is my arm not broken anymore?
Are you above half? 'Cause,
Yes.
yeah, your
Okay.
arm's not broken anymore.
And your bones just.
Let's see. Pretty sure. Okay, that is.
Got that magic water.
And then I'm just gonna move away.
Okay.
I fixed Arvine, I got a weapon up, and now I'm moving.
It is Kaja's turn again.
Okay, what am I doing? Alright.
Well, we gotta.
This is Dio.
No.
Dio's
No.
over
No,
here.
it's not
Dio's the Dio.
Where? Oh,
Dio.
Dio's all the way over. I hadn't scrolled down.
Dio,
so I
if
did
I
not
can make a
see that.
suggestion
This
real
is our
quick.
friend.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's our friend.
Hello, friend.
Indy.
Yeah,
On your
yeah.
ruler, you should click hide from other players.
No,
to
I wanted
create
you to
more
see
suspense. You want us to feel menaced.
Yeah.
Feel the fear.
No.
But I will do
Secret
that.
known fifth element to bend
Of
is
course.
fear.
40. So if I use 30, and then I use my dash, correct?
Yeah.
Here.
Hey.
So that's another 10 feet of movement.
And now you can attack.
Am I using a specific weapon right now, Shay?
You had your cutlass and your dagger out, so.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use my good old cutlass.
That hits.
Ignore my name.
Who the fuck is Beck? I don't know who
Fuck
Beck
is-
is.
Shut up! Shut up!
Through the
Oh.
shadows, do you see a
Oh,
another
Does that
form?
count as
Sick.
sneak attack? I had it checked off.
That is sneak attack,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you always have sneak attack because of your
Yeah.
subclass.
Alright, so.
Close to it.
Sneak attack always when you're 1v1, right?
Yeah,
And
when
then-
it's only one enemy, you will always have sneak attack.
Beep, 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 beep. I
And
still
if
have
I was
20
flanking,
feet, I believe.
still be
So,
You don't even have to be flanking. You just have to be in melee with that target too.
gotcha.
So you, like they could be right here, and you would still get, you know.
well, I'm done. With my
Okay.
turn.
Okay. Go ahead, Dark Dio.
It's me, Dark Dio. What's
Oh,
poppin'?
boy.
Double D, Dark Dio.
Let's see.
Don't like it.
I'm gonna use my Earth and Grass thingy. My sis.
Okay.
Do it right there, next to Kaja, my sweet girl.
Okay. So, Kaja, roll
Excuse
a
me?
strength saving throw.
Also,
What'd you just do to me?
just to fill you in on Shay's exact words were, "You have permission to kill them."
Oh,
Yeah.
You
Okay.
said strength?
That fails.
Oh.
So roll your damage, Dio. So you see Kaja, the earth next to you kind of shakes, and what looks like a glove of rock comes out and grabs you.
Oh boy. Okay.
But it's a
Oh.
very large hand of rock. And it kind of just encompasses your body, so you are restrained.
Okay. So I'm restrained from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool. And then I'm going to do Water Whip on Arvine to bring him closer to me.
Oh, Arvine.
All right. Well, here we go. Dex saving throw again, right?
Yeah.
Nope. Here we go. I'm probably down for the count too.
Come, Mr. Arvine.
Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Yeah, that's my health. I'm down.
I just healed you.
It's not Arvine's fault. Leave him alone.
I literally
It
haven't had a
isn't.
turn, guys. Like,
It isn't Arvine's fault, but still.
All right. That is your turn,
Yeah.
unless you want to run.
Dio ain't no fucking coward. Dark Dio ain't no coward, my bad.
Yeah, Vadu isn't a coward.
Batu's fucking here to stay.
Alright, Arvine, death saving throw.
So when you get
That's okay.
rezzed,
Yeah.
or when you regain consciousness, do your death saves reset?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is now Táoqi's turn.
Whoa. I'm gonna get closer this time. And hope this works again. No, it didn't work.
Mm-mm.
That was me.
Bye.
I just hide behind threatening women.
They are-
Alex is gonna step forward a little bit and be like, "Hey, big lady, you got this!" And you get a bardic inspiration die.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And then Alex is going to attempt another fire blast. Actually, they're gonna look at Dio and say, "I know you're the Avatar, but you're being a real bitch right now."
Being a real dick!
Who the fuck's the Avatar?
So wisdom saving throw, Dio. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
So it's just mockery. So wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Dark Dio's
Succeeds.
wise. I can't believe you have. I just noticed you have Dio and Dark Dio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. My powers of observation are very astute.
Character sheets.
Alex goes, "Well, that's all I can do," and walks back.
Hello. Is it my turn?
Yes. Sorry, I was
No, you're fine. I
looking at your sheet.
was completely focused on something else. How does the bardic inspiration shit work?
Whenever I think at this level it should be a D8, but whenever you roll something like an attack, or depending on his subclass, it could be roll to add to your AC on defense.
Alex is
attack,
a
whereas
low-level bard, so it's still a 1d6.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a 1d6, an extra 1d6 to hit on an attack or a roll.
On any roll, yeah.
I want to check the save. Yeah.
I'm gonna get right up to Dio.
Hey.
Ooh.
That was good Dio's voice crack, not Batu's.
I am going to Blazing Ring.
Okay.
So I roll Blazing Ring and then 1d6, you said?
Mhm.
I know that works. Oh, well.
Well,
Sis.
it's not necessary.
Save that bardic inspiration.
Yeah. All right. Aki just walks up, blasts Dio with a ring of fire, and Dio's looking a little weak. It's wobbling back and forth, his eyes flashing a little bit before going back to normal.
His eyes go back to normal?
To possess normal.
To possessed normal, okay.
Yeah.
Or other normal.
You know, red.
And then, bonus action, I want to unarmed strike and just try to elbow drop the top of his head
Hey.
and see if I can knock him out.
Okay. Does that hit?
That's not hit, no.
Nope.
Shit.
You miss. Dio may be looking weak, but he's also the Avatar,
Stumbling
possessed
the
by
right
the
ways.
spirit of evil.
Yeah. That'll be my turn. That's action, bonus action, enough movement that I care to use.
Alright. Haru, what you doing?
I'm gonna make a spirit weapon attack.
Come.
So click that.
That hits.
Oh god.
That's the sound of it hitting.
Oh, cast at what level? What?
Hit him. No, it's level 2.
I just want to do my damage. There. And I'm also using Healing Word on Arvine.
Okay.
Let me...
I mean, this is one way to tank. Just keep going up and down. If he's not hitting anyone else, it's okay.
No.
Oh my god. That's been like a curse through all the D&Ds, is
True.
rolling ones for all healing.
Give him his... So there we go.
Okay,
I'm surprised it
that's-
wasn't another one.
That's my turn.
Alright. Kaja? What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm doing Duolingo.
God, you fool! This is a life or
Sorry.
death moment! You can't be
It's life
dealing
or
with
death
the
with
green
the
owl!
Duolingo owl. You know
This
this.
is life or death
Alright.
with your life!
You're still in my earthen grasp, though.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
you're still
I
restrained.
can't move.
You
Well,
have
I
to
can
make
Make
a.
you can attempt to make a
another-
strength save.
Yeah, another strength
to get
save.
out.
Save.
I should
gotta
have
be good,
done
right?
a symbol. Yeah, that's good.
So if I have
So can I move
inspiration, I
now?
can save that just for
Yes.
whenever I want to use it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, within I think like
20 feet.
It's an hour duration.
Dragon
So
dagger.
definitely the length of combat.
Oh.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
Does not hit.
Well, fine. I still have my bonus action, right? Or
Yeah, you
did the-
can.
Okay.
You can dash.
So then I'm just gonna whoosh. Hello. Hi, Táoqì.
Whoosh. All right, Dark Dio, take it away.
Fuck. Okay. How far were you, sis? Cool.
Who?
So I'm gonna do Fist of the Unbroken Air on the sweet girl in front of me.
Okay.
Sis, watch out.
Okay, sis.
So make a strength saving throw.
Mhm.
I'll do the strength saving throw and then also do bardic whatever the
Oh.
fuck.
All right.
Hey,
That's
Tay.
R1d6.
You have 3 more health because of my discipline. I forgot to save before I
The
ended.
bardic inspiration saved your ass, but you still take half damage. So I'll roll for that.
Half. How does so he rolls his damage, right?
Yeah.
he rolls his damage.
And then I take half of that because I have resistance to bludgeoning, don't I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So wait, what's that?
2.
That was 3d10, so you take 2 damage. Yeah, you take a quarter.
Sis, I
take
just
a
wanted you away
quarter?
from me.
Yeah, because whenever you pass the save, that makes it half damage. So
Okay.
he actually did 4 damage. and
he's
then
the
you take half.
beefiest of them
So
all.
2 damage, you
I
said.
know, she's so thick.
How come you hit Aki for 8 and you're hitting me for no less than 21?
It's the fucking water whip. I just wanted you.
It's the water whip.
It's the water whip. Which you really threw.
Every avatar gets 1 busted move.
Okay. Cool. You really fucked me there. Cool.
I am in a literal blind rage right now.
Can I earthen grasp this?
You can.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna earthen grasp you, my sweet Aki.
So another strength save.
Yes,
yeah.
another. You're doing strength saves on. The
I know! I
strongest
just
character.
have to see if it
Dio.
helps!
Well, you know,
Why
it
don't you
depends on
just
how the
punch
dice
her?
rolls go.
Yeah.
Why don't you just punch her 3 times?
Ow. This is more fun.
He can see I'm buff, but he can't see how buff.
All right, Arvine, it's your turn.
Finally.
You see the grasp come up and try to grab me, and I just fucking elbows to the side, break it.
As he's sprinting over to the side, he's he's bringing out his bow, and he's firing 2 shots at him as soon as I get my character sheet back up.
Oh sis, I see you already have it open, huh?
And that one is also going to be
Yeah, just reminding you that you have that.
Banishing Arrow. So you want to give me a charisma saving throw, Dio?
So I'm gonna use the thing, Shay.
Okay.
Kono dioda! Road roller da!
You
That one misses.
roll it.
Hold on, let me read it.
So 1d10.
I'm just reading!
Let him read! Dio may be dark, but he still likes
And then
to
my
read.
dexterity modifier and my level.
Which is.
Oh, and then
That's that.
can I do second wind as well?
Yeah, but roll damage for your first whisper bow. Okay.
No.
Yeah, Dio catches that.
Okay.
And now Dio roll a charisma saving
Hold
throw.
on, wait.
This is DM versus DM right now.
You succeed on your saving throw. So you see Arvine shoot an arrow at Dio. Dio does the side sweep and catch, and are you gonna throw
So
it back?
it's not
'Cause you
it's not the
resisted the
2-hand
arrow.
clap catch.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
No.
it back.
You're gonna throw
Okay.
it back.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
All right.
Here's my second
Fuck,
one.
do I roll?
Roll a punch. It's a you would have
Seven
proficiency.
weapons.
A punch.
with it,
Yeah,
yep.
that hits.
8 damage.
Fucking hell.
You see, Arvine shoots the arrow with airbending, and you see that similar shimmer to the arrow as you've seen before. And Dio, instead of catching it, I'll say he redirects the arrow with airbending, and it shoots right back at
Ooh.
Arvine.
Flavored.
Mhm.
The flavor.
The flavor.
Since it didn't hit, would I have used my my thing?
Your
My,
what?
My spirit shot. It
I
didn't
don't
hit.
know.
Because the creature hit by the arrow must succeed on a dex saving throw, on a charisma saving throw.
Oh, then if I mean it hit. It just
Arvine
didn't do
banishes
anything.
himself.
Hell, yeah, let's do that because that sounds fun.
Oh.
Arvine, no!
Arvine!
I just fucked us.
Goodbye, Arvine.
Poor Arvine this entire battle.
This is great. I'm going for a turn. You know what can't happen in a turn?
You
I
can't
can't die
die.
again.
Yeah. This is actually maybe good.
No water whip for you,
Yeah, hits
Arvine.
back. Actually, if you're doing that, let's go to the
Are you
whisper
pulling out the
tent real
crit
quick.
chart? Oh.
Oh.
So guys, how are you doing?
Hey, Dio.
Hey.
Okay, so Arvine, you banish yourself, and you end up in a very familiar-looking jail cell.
Hey, Clee, what's up?
And Clee looks up and is like, "What are you? You're not supposed to be the one."
I'm fighting the Avatar. I don't know. I don't fucking know why. I don't have a whole lot of time fighting the Avatar. He's doing a bunch of shit. Eyes are glowing. He looks mean. I
Oh,
tried to help him, and he's
oh.
just a dick apparently. I don't
And
know.
that's all the time you have.
Uh,
All right.
That was great.
So what the whisper was is Arvine gets pulled into a pocket dimension where all he can hear is the Benny Hill theme music.
Yes.
Okay, now it's Táoqi's turn.
Oh, okay. So
Tay, I can't believe we get to whisper share.
It's true. We do.
we'll try a bit more direct approach.
Oh,
As long as you promise to be a
that
good
still
role player.
misses. Oh, Táoqi, your rolls.
Ouchie, sweetie.
Same.
Tucci. Stanley
I'm only
Tucci.
go a little bit away this time.
That provokes an
That's-
attack, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Dio.
I'ma sponge him.
Road roller.
That hits.
I slap his ass while he walks by.
You feel a
God.
firm clap on your head.
Dio.
Snake.
All right. Well,
Colonel.
I was gonna have Alex heal Arvine, but that's not a thing.
Not
anymore.
possible now.
So,
He's in the Benny Hill dimension.
Arvine out this bitch.
It literally gets hit by the arrow, does the peace sign, and then
Y'all
fades.
ugly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alex is just gonna fire blast again. Which
At
hits,
one, I get blasted in the back of the head.
and you take 5 damage.
Why is everyone else getting hit for like 5 damage?
You know, the
Um,
dice just hate you tonight.
They really do.
This is cosmic retribution for your campaign.
Is it? Because
I don't know.
I've been kind of.
You've been good,
I
but
feel like
the
Tay's
dice,
been pretty good.
the dice, however, they are the judge, jury, and executioner.
It's true.
Hey, Táoqì, are you doing all right? I'm sure you'll get him next time, and you get a bardic inspiration dice.
Thank you.
Just a firm clasp on the shoulder and like, you got this.
You got
Hey.
this. All right.
Alex could inspire me to the end of the world.
Aki, it is your turn.
Okay, so
Cut his head off.
No!
Don't do that.
then
Call
you'll
me.
just go into the next baby.
yeah, really,
Shadow
like
Nemo.
Cover
Who?
Sally's eyes.
You know.
Did I
Nemo.
cut somebody's head off before?
I'd love
Yeah,
to see the
I don't-
baby that could kick all of
You
our
know.
asses.
I don't. Yeah, literally a 1-week-old fetus just shows up in the middle of the street and just starts fucking whipping all elements at us.
Floating with airbending, like a fucking floating baby, eyes glowing,
Isn't that
the
just
stuff of nightmares.
the final
SCP.
boss for like that Mother Earth game or whatever?
Okay,
God.
so call me fucking crazy because I'm about to do something crazy. I want to try with the hand that the mark of Rava is on.
Right.
I want to just try to grab Dio's wrist and do spirit manipulation.
Bro, you crazy.
You sure are crazy, but it is an attempt. Okay,
It is an idea.
so.
I don't know if that would technically be like a grapple, sort of, or how that would work.
You can try to grapple at the same time. I'll let you if you want to.
So what would that be?
Roll a strength against Dio's strength saving throw.
Just roll. Just regular strength.
Yeah, just regular strength.
Oh,
Cool.
Okay. You grab Dio's arm, and you cast your spirit manipulation, and your hand shoots and pulsates into Dio's skin, and it goes up his neck, and he kind of twitches his head a little bit, and you see for just a second, you see the spirit of Rava, and then it goes away.
Like after I grasp his wrist and I see this happening, I'm just gonna shout, "You need to fight it!"
Roll a persuasion.
oh.
That's where that's
Oh.
yeah, that's my weak spot. I cannot charisma.
All right.
And Was that bonus action doing that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck me.
I gave you a lot there.
That's fair.
But Dio
So
is now
he's
restrained. It is now nope. Haru's turn.
Oh boy. Hey, just a quick question. Can my weapon flank someone?
Yeah, but you also already have advantage on the attack because Dio's restrained.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a twink. It's not that hard.
I
You
mean,
can't get triple advantage, Haru.
I'm still gonna move the weapon to behind you.
Okay.
So I guess you do that, and then attack him.
Okay.
Where is? There it is. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. And that my bonus action was moving it, and that was my action. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
We out here.
So when you bring the scythe down, it almost like passes through Dio, as if Dio was just some hologram, and it there's like a burst of light, and then you see slowly the red eyes start to dim.
Oh.
And Dio's eyes look back at Aki, terrified. And and he tries to get away from you. Do you let him?
Dio, are his eyes still evil eyes,
No,
or are they normal
he's
eyes?
a normal kid.
I'm holding them.
Hold me closer, be delayed.
Let me go. I'm sorry.
So-
Let me go.
He rips his arm out. He just rolled a nat 20 on saving throw.
His arm is. I'm sitting there holding his arm. And
No,
he's
no. He gets out of your grasp.
But
And
wait, what if I roll strength and also get a nat 20? It's not gonna happen, but what if?
Sure, go.
You're coming with me, Aki. Let's go.
It's
What?
still a higher roll.
What?
So,
I just am in disbelief that it happened.
Huh.
I don't give a fuck what happens.
You fucking called it.
he gets out of your grasp and he hits the ground for a moment and he looks around and looks at everyone that he's hurt and he mumbles, and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then he disappears.
Oh, he really went Peter Parker on us.
Bye.
Well, I sure did try, guys.
And by disappears, you mean
There's a slight shimmer before you see
mean,
his body leave
Arvine
this
doesn't see the
existence.
place.
Arvine is, yeah.
Oh, Arvine. Arvine pops back into existence. Alex
Art-
looks at
art
everything
already
and says,
drawn.
"What the fuck was that?"
Well,
Done?
that was the Avatar. The Avatar is possessed by Vatu. We were chosen by. No, that's not in character at all.
So, who votes to never be nice to strangers again? Just kidding, I'm still gonna. But that was fucked up. Come on.
How's your arm feeling?
Not good.
Can you feel it?
Ah, rub some
Yeah,
fucking dirt in it.
Thanks for the healing, Haru. That really helped a lot. But fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Alex, I don't know what the hell you did, but thanks for the kind words of inspiration.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. It's kind of my job.
It's ma'am.
I don't know what happened for most of that entire thing, but who was
Let's just say I
Who was
almost
that?
arm wrestled the Avatar.
that? Was the Avatar?
That was.
Oh.
I'm the least educated fuck in this whole party, and I know it was the Avatar.
You really?
Are you trying to tell me Arvine doesn't know the Avatar?
He couldn't put two and two together.
No,
No,
he
this.
has two brain cells, one for fashion, one for meeting people.
No. One's for archery.
It's he who archery, he who people.
Actually, archery's a reflex, so yeah, the two brain cells are for fashion and people. Meeting people.
Oh,
He's seen the Avatar on TV at some point and it's like, oh, the Avatar, and then it completely went out the
Yep.
other ear.
Everyone roll perception checks for me.
Oh.
Might I remind you, Táoqì, you still have bardic inspiration.
You sure do.
Wow. Haru's exhausted after that. He's going through a lot.
Come on, guys.
So, Paul, you can roll 1d6 and add that to your perception.
how do I do that?
/R space 1d6.
Or on the little tooltip over here, on the left, right under the ruler, there's a little
Alright.
dice that you can.
Oh, I see.
Haru, you're exhausted. You're not
Ah.
paying attention.
The
You're
emotional
distraught.
toll of
You're
this
hugging
battle.
Sally. It's a lot. Arvine and Táoqì and Aki, Um, you notice, because this whole time you've been somewhat to the right of the spirit wilds, and the light from the portal has been illuminating the street, and for a moment you see the light flash into a red as opposed to the usual yellowish gray. Kaja, you are able to turn around, and after Dio disappears and you see the red flash just encompass the entirety of the spirit portal.
Mm-hmm.
And for actually no, you didn't roll high enough.
All right.
The street is a complete mess. There's holes of earth all around you, and burnt marks. You notice that the people around you, the houses that you've been fighting alongside, no one's inside of them.
How convenient.
Where are we, by the way? Because I wasn't here.
We were-
So
Sorry.
you went to the bending match, made
Right.
friends with Alex. Oh, but I never said that Ella and Steve went home, but they did. They weren't in the fight.
Good to
so-
know that they're safe.
Yeah, they went
And
home.
weren't a possible risk factor there.
They didn't follow Alex to celebrate. But you guys are heading over so that Alex could purchase their dragon, and then
We
you
went
were
up like
going
northwest from
Okay.
the pro bending
to party.
arena.
All right.
So let's go back to the map. Okay. So Alex says, I don't know
Also,
what that was.
We
I
went
just want my
this way.
dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you went
Didn't-
this way.
Didn't you say we passed? I didn't see that. That was,
This
I
way.
think, on DM.
God fucking damn it. This way.
Oh,
Okay.
well, same direction enough. It's north.
I said you were to the right of the spirit. Okay, anyways. Alex says, I don't know what that was. I'm too dumb to comprehend that. I'm gonna go get my dragon.
The Avatar tried to kill us, but I understand getting a dragon.
Me and you both. Let me come with you to get that dragon.
Alright, is everybody following Alex?
Ow.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, so yeah.
Arvine
Offering-
gets his own arrow out of his arm.
Offering a piggyback ride to Arvine. Not a piggyback ride, but like a crutch,
I'll
basically.
lean on you, cause I'm not strong. I will be.
You all walk over.
I'm basically dragging it.
The place is just about closing up when Alex shows up, and then Alex waves the bag of money, and the person that was closing up immediately starts opening everything up again, and it's like, oh, come in.
Oh, sorry, we're open.
It's this older gentleman, 30s, 40s, and he says, feel free to take a look around. Everything that you see is up for sale. Everything, meaning the dragons, of course. I'll be here if you have any questions. So when you enter the building, the first floor level, I guess, has like cages lining the walls, and there's little baby dragons in them, of various colors. Most of them are red, but they are a few of varying color. and Alex is going to look at them, look at the prices, and then they're gonna head to the next level, which is a very tall level. And in here there are several dragon, like a teenage adult dragons in chains. And they all seem surprised and excited to see people walking in. Some of them give a little huff in your direction. All of the teenage and adult dragons are red except for one, which is blue and has a little black lining on his back. But Alex takes a look and it's like, I don't know, I kind of want a baby one. You know?
Better for bonding.
Yeah, I feel it's like getting a kitten, you know?
One thing Aki knows, it's animal handling, sort of. He doesn't know much, but
I'll be right outside.
are you still on me? Are we collectively leaning outside?
No, I can walk. Thank you. I feel a little better at least. But
Alex is gonna walk back down, and they take a minute to scan the room and then make a decision and walk towards a it's kind of half black, half red dragon. The bottom of the dragon is black while the wings are red, and they walk over and try to pet it. Let's see. I don't have fucking 20 on it. Okay.
Pop off, Alex.
So they walk over, and the dragon is immediately trying to rub its head on their hand, and does almost like a purr, but with their
A
nose.
dragon purr. A little puff of smoke comes out the nose.
Yeah.
A contented puff of smoke.
And Alex says, "I want this one." And points towards it, and then the gentleman, you see, he's kind of tired, and he perks up, and it's like, "Oh yeah."
Fetch me my dragon.
Baby dragons, they cost a little more. They're only around 2,000 for that one. And Alex says sold and drops the bag on the counter. The guy opens the cage door, and the dragon comes out and lands on top of Alex's shoulder, and Alex is ecstatic and very happy that they have a baby dragon now. Do you guys want anything? I mean, I don't have a lot of money left over for like a dragon, but we can go out, get some food.
Some dinner might be nice.
All right. And that is where we're ending today's session.
Let me tell you, that combat, when I saw Arvine just getting whipped around, I was very worried. But aside from Arvine, it went a lot better.